Let's move on to class. So last class we discussed about what is right, mostly what is ELB, elastic load balancer, and how to configure auto scaling group. MS Paint. Anyone any doubt yesterday class? So mostly we discussed about these things, right? Okay. What is right, ELB, elastic load balancer, and auto scaling, and how it will work. So intro mostly they are asking, so what is auto scaling, what is ELB, elastic load balancer, just mostly they are asking, and which load balancer we are using, and so what is difference between application load balancer and network load balancer. These are the some basic, so they are asking. Apart from this they won't ask, just try to practice, so if you practice you will get more on this, okay. Now which case you go for, so auto scaling group, and all, and how to configure and all. Clear? So anyone any doubt previous class? If you go here, if you go here, we can see in bottom left side, so these are the, so auto load balancer and group and all. So anyway we don't have anything, load balancer and target groups and auto scaling, so groups. So old, here also they have two options. Here also they earlier they are given two options. So auto scaling and target auto scaling group and all. Now they mixed everything. So auto scaling group. So auto scaling groups are collection of functions and EC2 instances that enable automatically scaling and so feed management of features. Automatically if you want to scale up, automatically if you want to scale up, and these are the how it will work means, so already you know. So these are how many minimum instances, and what is the desired instances, and what is the maximum instant, how many you want, count, minimum how many you need, desired means how many you want right now, and so maximum means, so if it is scale up, how many you want to maximum size. These are the main, and also we are using some, right, uh, metrics, based on CPU, based on load balancing count, based on networking. So whenever if you reach that particular condition, automatically it will create instance. So these are the some of benefits. Availability, ensure that your application always has the right amount of capacity. So the main advantage is availability, always available. Your application is always available. There is no downtime, and so based on your usage, automatically it will also add one more instances. And so fault tolerance means detect when the instance is unhealthy. So for example, so only we have one instances, and so unfortunately that instance is not running and it is terminated, and so you want to replace one more also, automatically it will replace by one more. You don't worry, you don't worry. So that and all, that is a fault tolerance. So when instance is unhealthy or terminated, and launch the instance to replace it, automatically it will taking care by auto scaling, you don't worry. For example, you created only one instance. Unfortunately, that instance is deleted. Automatically, what it will do, fault tolerance means, it will replace it by one more instance. One more instance. The main thing is, there is no application downtime. This is the main. And anyway, they will charge some amount, cost management. Cost save money by dynamically launching instance when they are need and terminating when they don't want. So this is one of the advantages, right? Why you go for cloud people means, whenever if you need, save money by dynamically launching, save money by dynamically launching. So whenever if you need, and so we can dynamically launch the instance, and when they need, they are needed, and terminating them when they are not, if they don't want, and so they can terminate, they can, we can save instead of buying servers. And if you are using auto scaling group, auto scaling, and whenever if you need, we can add, and if you don't want, we can terminate it, we can don't want. These are the some of the benefits. And so if instance there is some problem, instance if there is some problem, and so automatically there is some healthy, it is terminated our instance, and the same setup, same configuration, automatically it is replaced by one more instance. That's it. And availability means always we are maintaining capacity without application downtime, so we can maintain. And so whenever if we need, we can add instances. If we don't want, we can so automatically remove from the that group. That's it. So these are the major points, and try to understand, practice it. We can easily understand how it will work. And same way load balancer. Right, load balancing means, and so you can, if you want to distribute your incoming request to multiple instances. So multiple instances. So everything already AWS people providing, everything they are providing, and clear documentation also. We- Not only this service, all services, AWS services, all services provided by AWS people, clear documentation. And whenever if you need, just go to this official website, so we can check it. Okay. And so today we are going to see one more important topic. So we can see IAM. IAM means, right, there is one service available. Now we know AMI. Now we know, right, AMI. What is AMI?
Amazon
Now
Machine.
mostly right, EC2. What is EC2? How to create EC2 and all. Now VPC. Intro mostly they are asking these areas only. VPC. Under VPC, subnets. Subnet. Under VPC, subnets. And RT, route table. And internet gateway, IGW, internet gateway, and what is NAT? Right, what is NAT? And also security group, which port number and all, and how to create key and all, so key. So these are the and instance type. This is the first we are selecting AMI, right? Amazon Mission AMI, Amazon Mission image, and also instance type. So these are the mandatory. Now you know what is VPC, and you know what is subnet, what is route table, what is internet gateway, what is NAT gateway, what is public subnet, what is private subnet. Here also there is two, right? Public subnet, public subnet and private subnet. This is enough. If you learn this way, we can easily interview also. Mostly they are asking this areas only. Mostly I am also touching so interview point. So what which areas they are asking, which service they are touching, that and all. Now we know, right? So what is ELB, elastic load balancer, and what is ALB, auto scaling, auto auto scale. Okay, auto scaling group and all. So this and all. So now we know AMI, Amazon Mission Image. This is one template. Image is nothing but one template. And what are the softwares, what is installation, that and all under this AMI. And we are going to install, we are going to create one instance. So there is one more service also, IAM, IAM, Identity and Access Management. So as of now, mostly I am logging which user, guys? Just assume. So this is my AWS account. So this is my AWS account. This is my AWS account, and mostly I am logging to my account, right? Which user I am logging? Root user. Now got it. Mostly we are logging root user. So this is my AWS account. So this is my AWS account. I am logging to so mostly root user. I am logging to root user. So root user like this is admin user. But real time 99% they won't give root user access. So mostly we are logging to regular users. There is many users available here in AWS. There is many users. So if you go search here, AWS IAM, identity and access management. So identity and access management. If we click on here, this is also one service provided by AWS. See here, AWS Identity and Access Management. Securely manage identities and access to AWS services and resources. Okay, so if you want to, why you go for IAM? See, use AWS Identity and Access Management to manage and scale workload and workforce access securely, supporting your so agility and innovation AWS. So what is benefits and all? So we can see here how it will work means this is main. See here, I am the AWS Identity and Access Management. Apply, see here, these are and who, what can I need to access, what resources we need to access. So there is AWS people, they are providing many resources, right? So workforce users and workload with IAM and can access permissions with IAM policies and resources within your AWS organization. Which resource you want to access? Who need to provide which access? See here, I need some read access. I don't want write access. I need some read access based on users. So that and all we are going to see here. So the mostly this is like users, how we can create users and how to provide so that permissions and all in particular AWS account. Okay, so this is one of the most this is one of the main service provided by AWS people. This is one of the main service provided by AWS people, and with the help of so we can provide the access to that particular user based on your wish, based on your based on your wish. So usually how we are login, guys? Usually how we are login? So usually how we are login? So we are looking at user, right? First, without user, can you log into AWS account? Correct?
No, sir.
No. So mostly we are logging here root user and also users. So right now we don't know how to create user and all. Today we'll see users. User means nothing but who log into our system, who log into our account, right? Who log in, log into our AWS account, AWS account. That's it. So maybe root user, maybe so root user, or maybe right, regular user. There is many users, but actually if you come to AWS, this is the one service. Before come to, we need to know there is types of users. There is different types of users available here. Uh, types of so AWS we can create there is many types available. One is so that is account user. Account user means by default we are login which user? Root user, right?
Bluetooth.
Daily I am logging to one user. That is my account, right? So account user means that is the default root user. And also if you want to, we can log in admin user. And so there is power user. There is power user. And there is regular users. That is regular normal user. Okay. Normal user or regular user. Regular user. Regular means regularly logged in user. So regular user. So regular users, so different these are the different types of users we can create and we can log into your AWS account. We can create and we can log into your particular AWS account. So here right, IAM. So enter also most of the people they are touching this area also. What is IAM? Identity and access management. IAM shortcut. AMI, right? So AMI same way, identity and access management. So identity, identity and access, identity and access management. So identity and access management means so here itself you can understand. So identity means what type of users, and so identity means mostly identification, right? I am the user. You are which what type of user? Whether you are the admin user, regular user, power user, or root user. So that and all. So under it will come to identity. So if anyone is identity means simply it is nothing but simply we are passing right. So authentication. Authentication means without username password can you log into here? No, right? Identity. How we are passing? With the help of with the help of what we are passing some
Username.
username password that simply we are calling so authentication. Authentic Authentication means so even any website, so any login, so first identity, right? Authentication. So authentication, that is next. Next, what is this access? Access means what type of access you want, right? So there is many types access. Access means that is permissions. What type of permissions you want? Access means which type of, whether you can read access, whether you can read write access, whether you want to full access, that and all we will come, right? Now got it? The policies. So here read, right? But here in our terminology, mostly we are coming to policies. Anyone, any doubt? Someone is pinging. Authentic. So authentication and authorization also. Where is you are in? Yeah, right. Now right. So, but if you come to here in AWS, so mostly here what we are calling as policies. So these are the new words. Try to remember. Permissions, policies, that and all we can see. Permissions, mostly permissions. What type of permissions you want? And also here we are calling policies, policies, and also here roles. There is many new keywords here we need to understand. With the new keywords we need to understand. New keywords, so we need to understand. We need to understand. And also we can create here groups, users. These are the news. We can create user, and groups. We can create user. We can create groups, and we can create permissions, policies, roles. This is the some of the basic so understanding, basic the understanding. So admin user means right, we are login to mostly we are login root user. What is the credential we are passing here? I am login, right? Which credential we are passing? Email ID and password, right?
Yes.
Correct. So mostly we are giving so email ID and password. So there is a mostly we are passing admin account means mostly we are following login account. That is root account. We are giving so username, and so that is username is nothing but your email ID. So while creating your AWS account, we are providing something. And admin user means he is also login same, but he is login to user credential. He is login to admin user admin password credentials. He is login to admin credential, admin credential. Everyone login same only, but so based on based on that next power users. So power user means that is a power user and password, that user username and password all are same only, don't confuse here. But based on user we are giving so power user and so password only. He is login power user and password only, but power users so some permission they don't have. Now regular users means these people daily they are login, right? Our employees daily they are login. For example, I am the new joiner. I joined one organization. I joined one organization, and so I joined one organization. So they are giving one username password, right? They are giving one username and password. With the help of I am giving login to my username password, but you have only limited access. We have based on your role, they are providing some access level. They are going some access level. These are the regular users, power users, admin users, account user. This is our default user. Now I logged in one account. What is my account name? So here I log into root account. So mostly I am using if you go here somewhere your account, if you click on your account, here also we can understand. So you are logged into root account, and I given my username, and that is email ID, and I given something, right? So that and all we can check it here. Where is that information? So now see here, this is a billing section, payment home section, billing cost. Is there any our profile? Where is profile? Oh, profile. This is your account only. This is your account ID. So this is your account ID, and this is a password. This is your account name, and so this is our information and all. And so we are logged in. So we are logged in with the email ID, password only, right? We are logged into with the email ID. Now suppose if I log out here. So if you log out here, and if you click on sign in button, if you click on sign in button, now see you can understand here. See, this is a root user. So this is the root user means account created. Who created account? See here, account root user. And if I while creating account, I am giving one email ID and I am giving one password, right? That and all for practice purpose mostly we are using here. But real time they are giving only IAM users. Now right now we don't know, right, how to create IAM users and all. So user within the account that perform daily task. whatever you want. This is the root user. So root user requires restricted to access, which whatever you want, we can do it. So now we can see here how it will work. Sign into AWS Managed Console and see here root user. So choose the root user. Under the root user, it is asking email ID and we can pass it, enter password, and also we can enable so MFA, multi-factor authentication. Now most of the cases we are enabling this one for security purpose, MFA. If MFA is not enabled for your root user, you may be prompted to enable an MFA device or request so complete one time password OTP also. This is for security purpose, we can enable it MFA, and so remaining in all same only, remaining in all same only. Now see here I am user. Now if I select IAM user, now it is asking so account ID, 12 digit account ID. Earlier we can see, right, if I log into my username, if I log into my username, I forgot that password, one need notepad. So I come to here. If I go to here, this is, see here I log into, this is my email ID. This is a root user. So this is a, if you want to sign in a different user, we can click on it. If you want to create account, we can click on it. That's it. Now anyway, so if you come to here, I am login. So every user have one account. See here, this is my account. This is my account. So this is my account. So here if you go here, so this is my AWS account ID. You know, right? If you account bank and all, they are giving account, right? This is your AWS account. This is your AWS account. This is your AWS account number, account number. Now, so now I logged into root user only. Now I'm in Mumbai region, and if you go to here global search, search IAM. IAM is Identity and Access Management. See here, and manage access to AWS resources. We can create groups, and we can create users, and we can create roles, and we can create policies, and we can create access analysis analyzer also. See here, this is the top features. Just now we discussed, right? We can create users and we can create groups and we can create policies and whatever we want, that and all we can create under the IAM, IAM identity. Just click on this service name. That's it. Now, so this is the page we can see here. See here, this is the dashboard. So this is the dashboard and see here identity and access management left side, and same in real time also same option, same setup, nothing. Whatever we are options we are seeing here, real time also we can see same options, there is nothing. But if you log into regular user, few options we cannot see, few options they are not, few options they are not going to enable. So that's it. But remaining and all same only. Now see here dashboard, this is the dashboard. As of now this is the resources, yeah, IAM resources. Already they are created many roles here, many groups and all. These are the existing groups, these are the existing users, these are the existing roles, these are the existing policies. There are someone is created, so now we can see that list also. Now we can see first time we can see that list also. See here there is a 5 users. See here these are the users. If you don't want, we can delete all these things. If you want, we can keep it. Okay, that is your wish, but real time don't delete anything. But this is our right, this is our account, we can do anything. This is our account, we can do anything. But real time and all don't delete anything. Okay, so don't so delete so anything. I hope you understand, right? Clear? Anyone any doubt here? Now see here, users. I have 3 users and roles. Already they created 30 roles. See here, there is many roles they created. So, but real time we can see all list and all, but don't delete anything. Just see what they created, and if you need, if really if you want, we can create one more whatever you want. So that's it. And policies. Already they created 3 policies. So policies also available. And these are the identifier provider. So right now we are logged into so one identifier, so they are adding some provider, the identity provider to manage your identifier outside our AWS account. So for that they created 11 days ago. See here creation date and time and all. So this is the dashboard, this is the dashboard. Now left side also we can see access management, user groups, users, roles, policies, and identity providers, account settings, and we can see many options here, many options here. And so now we'll see 1 or 2 days these options, how it will create, how to create and all. So these are very very important interview, also many people asking. And so there is a root user, admin user, power user, regular users. Right now I logged into the admin user, that is the power user, that is the root user. I logged into admin user, root user, and once I log in I have the full access. I am the owner, right? I am the owner. I can do anything. I can create, I can delete, I can modify, whatever I want I can do it. That's it. Now first come to here users. I need to create one user. So already these are the users. These are the users available. 10 days ago they created, 9 days ago they created. So whatever you want. If you don't want, right click, they click select and delete the user. Now it is asking confirmation. Now see here, delete. Type, enter the username. What is the username? RAMYA. Just delete the user. That's it. Now it is deleting user. See here, like this we can delete. Anyway, so identity, see now, see here, identity center is enabled. We recommended managing workforce user access to AWS accounts and cloud applications in the identity centers. Now I need to create one user. See here, there is one option is there, create user. Click on that. Now provide any username. For example, so dev apps user 1, dev user 1. I am giving username is dev user 1. And also here we can see one option. Hey. Yeah. So this is the username. The username can have up to 64 characters. These are the validations and all. And based on this, so we can process. Now provide user access to the AWS management console. This is optional if you want to. So now can it will asking like this. Specify the user identity center recommended. And if you want to create IAM users also, we can select whatever you want. Now see here. So based on your requirement, if you select this one only, this feature will enable. Otherwise, it won't create. If you select provide user access to AWS management console, yes. And so here, see here, are you providing console access to person? I am the this is I am going to create one user. For this user, which permission, which access you want to provide. So this is the recommended action, and if you want to provide only particular access, and I want to create a custom username password, and if you want to, we can set here also. You can set here, and that is your wish. Whatever you want, we can. So right now I am selecting, I want to create IAM user, and I want to add custom password also. See here, auto generated password, or you want to set custom password. Now we can set custom password also. Now see here, and so user must create new password, next sign in to login. If you want to, we can enable, or if you want to, we can disable. Now I am setting, so I this is my username, and so use type. So if you select this one, it won't ask any password and all. So directly recommended you identify center and you can log in. And I am going to user, right? So for that I need to set password also. Now I selected, I want to create IAM user, and I need to set auto generated password, or you want to own password. Now understand. So you can review password after you create the user. So AWS people automatically it will generated one password after creating your account user. So that user, that password you want to give to user, or you want to set your own password. So if you want to set your own password, select this one, or if you want to auto generated password, this one. But anyway, I'm selecting custom password. Enter your password whatever you want. Okay, set it password. And so now see here, if you want to, we can see this password under show password. And this is then one more option. See, user must create new password at next login. So here I set one password, but real time mostly they are following this way only. So in real time, if they give, I am the new joiner, they given one password, and next login they are enable this one. What is this happening? What happening? Anyone guess it? I set one password. I am the admin. I created one user. For that user, by default I given one password. So I enable this option. What is this means? 99% they are following this only. అర్థమవుతుందా? So I am the user. So I am the user. So I am the admin user. I created so dev user one. This is the user one. And so for this user, by default I am setting some password. For example, welcome 123. There is something they are setting default password, or company name they are setting like this. So they are giving so one default password. And if they enable this option means next login time auto, so user should change that password. అర్థమైందా? See here, user must
Yes.
create new
Yes.
password next login. So what they will do, user 100% they will change their password that first login, that's it. They are maintaining their own password. So as a admin, I am giving one default password. While creating user, as a admin, I am providing one default password for user. And so now I'm enabling this option next login, so they can change, user can change so that default password, user can change this default password. So this is the way we are following. But right now I'm for this user I'm not enable. We can see now create user, create next. Now so these are the permissions. Now see here, add user to group, copy permissions, attached policies directly, whatever you want we can select it. Okay, so see here, add user existing group. If you want to we can add it and create new group. And so this and all, and these are the permissions, copy all groups memberships. So options everything clearly they mention, whatever you want we can select. Attached policies directly, attached policies directly, which policies you want, which policies you want. So if you want to add to user, select this one, or if you want to copy permission, select this one. And if you want to directly add any permissions, policies, policies is nothing but permissions. I don't confuse here. Permissions, policies, choose one or more policies to attach this user. Now I'm going to create one user. If you want to, I need some access, right? Now there is many policies available. These are the policies. Just type admin. If you type admin, if you type admin, so now see here, there is many policies available. These are the policies, these policies provided by AWS people. You don't worry, no need to create. If you want we can create your own policies. But already AWS people they are providing many policies. So how many policies they are providing, now we can count somewhere also. Where is this? See here, so this many policies available, 1207, 1207 policies available. And so mostly try to add these policies. No, if you don't want these policies, that case we can create a new policies also. But anyway, right now I am adding existing policies only. I want to admin policy, and I am full administrator access. See here, so these are the, we can select. So this like this administrator access. This is the JSON format. You don't worry. So just leave it. I am selecting so administrator. And for this user, which permission I am providing? Dev user one, administrator access only. Administrator means you can do full access. Now see here, many policies have, policies is nothing but permissions. Don't confuse here. Policies is nothing but permissions only. Just that's it. Okay, right now I am giving, that's it. And anything guys, this is optional. Click on next. And so see here, if you want to we can see which permissions I added. This is the AWS manage app function, permissions policies, and this is my username. And I set one password, required reset password, I selected no. And everything okay. If you are okay, click on the create user, that's it. Now user is created. Now user is created. Suppose if you see here, user is created, right? Now there is a one, see here we can see some options. This is the username, this is the console password. If you want to click on show button, see here it will, if you want to you can hide. So DevOps123 at I set it. This is the username. This is sign in. Or maybe once user is created, maybe I forgot, right? If you want to, we can so download this CVS file also. Everything it will come to file format, CVS file, Excel format, and so we can share this to user also. Now see here. Now anyway I downloaded, and so now return to users list. Return to users list. Or else we can click on email sign in to instruction. If you want to we can click on this. But anyway I come to here. I come to here users list. Now see here, user is created, user is created. So there is this is the root path, and so nothing is there, and this is the ARN, and this is the console level access I enable, and everything we can track here itself. Okay, now this is the user. Now how to log in this user? Now you have doubt, right? So this is my username, and just now I downloaded one file. Now for my future purpose, now if you open this one, now see here, so this is the dev user one, and so now this is the console, this is the password, and so this is the password. Admin only they can download, they keep in for safe purpose, but so they will share only this link. Now I am clicking on this link. Now already I have this one, right? Now leave it this and all, and also now we know, right, what they need. Now in this document, what are this? This is the account ID, this is my account ID, and so apart from this I have this and all. Now let me copy this one also, account ID I will keep it here. Okay, this is account ID 3436, correct only, right? 3436, 3436, correct only. Okay, that's it. Now I click on the sign out, sign out, sign out. Now see here, logged out. Now already here we have one link, right? Directly we can click on this link. Now anyone guess it, what is there here? This is the account name dot sign in AWS console. Okay. So if we have this link, directly we can click on this link. You don't no need to click on anywhere. See here, directly it will go to that account, and it is asking so username, password. That's it. See here, by default it is coming. So account ID. This is the 12-digit account number, or you can give alias name also. This is my account ID. Now IAM username. Username. What is my username? Username. Dev user one. So dev user one. Dev user one. Next, what is the password? Already I have, right? So this is my password. devapps123 at dev capital letter. devapps123 at. Okay, now just click on this. See here, now I am able to log into which user? So devapps one user, devapps one user, devapps devapps user one, dev user one, right? That is the dev user one. This is the account ID. Now I am in Mumbai region. Now click on log out also, log out also. Now I click on sign into user console. So suppose if you don't have that link, if you don't have that link, this is sign in root user. Default it will come, right? So this is the root user. Okay. Now if you select AMI user, now it is asking account ID. If you select IAM user, if you select IAM user, it is asking account ID. Which is my account ID? This is my account ID. This is my account ID. So once you press enter account ID, if you click on next button, now it is asking username, password. What is my username? Same only, just I am giving, that's I showing dev user one and password. That's it. What is this? Authentication information incorrect. Now see here. So don't give hyphen and all. Okay, that's it. Username. Dev. What happens? Use account, right? Password. What is password? Dev app, sorry, I given wrong password. 123 at 123 at dev apps 123 at, not at 123, 123 at. Okay, now I can log in. Now see here. Now for this user, which permission I have provided? Which permission?
Admin.
Admin. Admin means
Admin.
this user act as he can do anything.
Let's see.
Suppose this user need one EC2 instance. Now see here, I give an admin permission. I need one instance. This user can able to create a launch instance. I'm giving, for example, test instance. Now try here. I selected and remaining store is same only T2 micro enough. Keep here also I am selecting, and this user can able to create the instance also. Now I am going to create one more user. I am going to create a one more user. I am going to create one more user. For that user, I am giving some permissions. Now see here, this user happily create instance and all. Anyway, for this user, I given administrator access. So this user can act as administrator. Real time like this only, they are providing permission to particular user. Now anyway, I hope everyone understand this user. For this user, I given administrator access. So that is the reason this user can able to create instance. He can do anything. Okay. Now I'm come out this user, switch out. Okay. Now I'm login to root user again. Administrator. Root is means if you want to create users and all, we need to log in root only. Click on root user, and so click on. I am clicking login this one, and so my password and all. Where is this? I given somewhere. Okay, I given here. Next, I am logging to same. Now I am going to create one more user. Just assume I am going to create one more user. Click on IAM. Try to understand. So this way they are going to give a real time users. Create new user. Now I am using so test user one for test user. So developer means I given full access. For testers, I am giving some permissions. Okay, and provide, and so generate custom password. Okay, now I enable this one. What it will ask, just try it. Next, now I am going to attach it permission, and so search. What is this? Uh, EC2, 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 EC2 full access, and EC2 read only access I am giving. See here, Amazon EC2 read only access. I am not giving full access. If they want earlier, so I given administrator access. Now I am not going to select administrator access. I am going to only EC2 read only access. And whatever you want, we can select here. Which action you need? One more, one added. Okay, this is okay. So like this we can add anything. See here, if you want to register power user and container registry, ECR I need to read only access, whatever you want, that is your wish. So EC2 full means they can able to create everything. I am providing only read only access. He is the tester, right? So testers I am giving only read only access. I am not going to give any full access and all. See here, select EC2 Elastic Cloud Computing only read only access. So like this, select whatever you want. Okay, I need one is enough, only testing, right? So we can easily understand how it will work. Now click on next, and so remaining. So this and all permissions, what are this? And so I enable two. One is right, change password, and I given only EC to read only access. Next login for this user, it is asking password change also. Create new user, and so user is created. Download this one. For my safety purpose I downloaded, and click on this. Okay, so now see here, test user one also created, test user one, but this user is not part of any group, this user also not part of any group. And so just wait, 6 minutes ago I created, so time and all not at update, just wait. Okay, now anyway, now try to log in this user, how it will work. Now I log in, log out this user, log out this user, log out this user, and so already I have downloaded, right? So if we click on test user, and I have this URL, directly I am clicking this URL, or whatever you want, that is your wish. Okay, so click on this, go to here, and just paste it. Now account name, now it is asking what is the username, what is the username, and username is, what is the username? Test user one, test test user one, And what is the password? Same password I given. devapps123 at. Now, so in this case, for dev user, I didn't enable next login password change. Now for this, I enable one more, right? Now see here what it will ask. Now see here. Now got it. In real time, admin people they are giving this, they are enable this option. So they are giving one default password for your purpose. So once we click on login button, we need to change 100%. We need to change the password, old password. I hope everyone understand, right? Anyone any doubt here? అర్థమవుతుందా? Hello? Am I audible or
Yes,
not?
sir. Understand. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So like this they are providing in real time. Admin user, so they are enable that option. So by default they are giving one password. Okay, for users, for all new users, they are giving one default password. And so they are enabling that option. If they enable that option, user login first time, you need to change your password. Now admin don't know your password, right? So they are giving default password, and if I log into default password, next login we need to change your password. Change my password. That's it. So your authentication information is incorrect. Maybe I given what is first
Your
password.
old password is wrong password.
Mm, mm, mm. Role devapps 123 at dev apps 123 at, right? At 123 123 at only.
1, 2, 3.
123 at next new password. We need to change your password. I am giving same test you at 123. We need to follow that right, password policies also. Test at. Okay, now change, confirm change password. What happens?
It's working.
Working, any message?
Not matches. New password and retype password not mismatches.
Mismatch.
Yes.
And I are giving similar words, that's why it is saying data breach may happen. Try to give
Similar means
so
now only I am giving,
prep-
right? Maybe
no, no, try to give proper old password. Try to give different password, new
different
password.
only. I am giving different only, but I need to special character at upper lower all. Okay, it dev apps 123. This is the old password. New password I am giving INDIA India at 123. Anything we need?
That's right.
India 123 at INDIA 123 at 123. Okay. Here also I given same I cap letter. INDIA 123 at INDIA 123 at. Okay. Now how many characters? India 123 at means 8 characters. Reached or not? Okay. Now try it. Okay. Now see here. I logged into the test user. I logged into the test user. Go to here EC2 instance, and so test user, so we can see we provided read access, right? So they can see, they can watch, they can view everything, all options. Now so this user, per test user trying to create instance, whether it will work or not, try it. Now see here, I created one test user. Here itself we can understand, see here it is throwing some error message, an error occurred, retrieving server health, this and all, leave it. Now try to create one instance. So go to EC2, go to EC instances. Already we are in instance one, right? Click on that, go back, Click on running instance and click on launch instance. For this user, I am trying to create one instance. Test in ins and the remaining options and all same. Now key pair and all I am also trying here. DevApps class. Remaining options same only. This is your wish. And so that's it. That's it. Now create launch instance. Now see here. What is the error message? Instance launch failed due to you are not authorized to perform this operation. So admin given access for you. Which access they given? Which access they
Only
provided?
read access.
Only read access.
Read access.
But you are trying to create or we are trying to do something. See here, you are not authorized to perform this action. User and all also is not so authorized to perform. They are giving clear information. So now see here. So like this in real time we are following. Admin people they are giving based on your role. Based on your role, they are giving some policies. They are attaching some policies. Policy is nothing but permissions. So he is the tester. For tester, which permission he need? Only that policies and all they are adding to your user, your account. For example, I am the DevOps engineer. I need more access, right? So based on this, so they are attached to many policies to DevOps engineer. For example, developer. For developer role, based on their role, anyway, this and all they are going to one ticket, and so their manager will set this what access these people you want, and based on this admin people so they are adding that particular policies to that particular user. I hope now got it right, some idea what is IAM, and so how to create users and how to attach policies to based on user role and how it will work. Clear? Clear, guys?
It's clear.
Anyone any doubt
Clear.
here? Now even if you are now you don't have any access, for example if you try to user also, now see here IAM, right? Now IAM just give here. Now see here. Now see here. So for this user, for testers, did I ask any IAM access?
No, sir.
No, right? Now it is showing, see, access denied. You don't have permission to IAM. So like this we can see error message. We cannot do anything. Tester they can't do anything. So see here everything we don't have any permissions. Even you are you know something. Okay, but you are trying to see so what are the users and how many groups and so that and all you want to check it. So we can't see anything because admin they didn't give any access to this IAM. Now got it? See here. Apart from EC to read access, we can't do anything. I given only EC to read access. So only EC2 and all we can check it. Apart from this, we cannot do anything. That's it. So like this, and otherwise, if everyone admin means, so people can do many things, right? Maybe they deleted, they create, they modify option. So in real time means not only you and so one or two people. So organization means many people working parallelly, and how to handle these people. So you are creating many users. If you give all users admin permission, everyone can do something, right? Maybe knowing unknowingly they can modify or they can delete or they can do something to avoid that situation. To avoid that situation, and so what they are doing based on your role, and so they are going to attach some policies, and based on that policies, the particular user can view that AWS resources. They can watch that AWS services. Clear?
Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
So just try it, and next class we'll see continuation how to create groups and how to create policies and all, how to add it and all we'll see. I hope you got some idea. Just try to create users and try to give add some policies. So now we can easily understand. So we are for real time they are following like this only. Based on your role,